Okay, so block 9, bones, joints, and muscles. So, the skeleton. The skeleton is actually a framework of bones in our body, right? And uh, a human being, an adult human being, has 206 bones in our body. Now, there are many functions of the skeleton. It helps us in many ways. It gives support to our body. It helps us to stand straight. It gives a structure to our body. Okay, and then it the bones, inside the bones, we have bone marrow. Inside our bones we have bone marrow. That bone marrow helps in production of blood. Okay, it helps in the production of blood in our body. Then the skeleton is made up of bones, so it also helps us to move around, it helps us to bend, it helps us to stand straight. Okay, these are the functions of the skeleton. Now, when a place where two bones meet, they are called joints. Okay, so now these joints are also very important. These joints help us to move. If there were no joints, then it would not be possible for us to bend our hands, legs. Okay, it will not be possible for our hands, or for even for our body, to move around or to walk or to pick up things or do anything. And there are different kinds of joints in our body. So we have basically two types of joints: movable joints and immovable joints. Movable joints are those joints which we can move. For example, the joints in our arms, the joints in our hands, the joints in our immovable joints are those joints which we can move, such as the joints in our arms, in our legs, hips, shoulders. These are all these are all movable joints which we can move them. Okay, and we also have some joints such as immovable joints which we cannot move. For example, there are some joints in our skull over here which is not movable, and there are also joints in our ribs. Okay, they cannot be moved. We cannot move them, so they are immovable joints. Now these immovable joints are also very important. They protect our internal organs. Okay, and then we have uh, muscles. Muscles are that soft part of our body that is attached to our bones and help our bones to move. Okay, there are basically two types of muscles. Voluntary muscles are those muscles which we can control, which we can move on our own. But we also have involuntary muscles which we have voluntary muscles which we can move on our own, such as muscles in our arms, legs, and then uh, uh, everywhere else where we can move it. But there are also some muscles which are not under our control. They are called involuntary muscles, such as muscles in our internal organs. Now internal organs have involuntary muscles, and we cannot involuntary muscles. Our internal organs, they are all made up of involuntary muscles, which means we cannot move them. Okay, which they are moving, but they are moving on their own will. We cannot tell them to stop, or we cannot tell them to keep on moving. Okay, they are not under our control, because these involuntary muscles belong to all our internal organs, and our internal organs, they cannot stop working even for a minute of the day. They have to keep on working the whole day. So they have been kept as involuntary, so that they do not need so that we don't need to control them. Sometimes, if you just imagine, if you have control over your involuntary muscles and you are very busy in the day, then you may forget to tell your heart to beat, or you may forget to tell your stomach to digest your food. And what's going to happen? You'll fall sick. That's why internal organs have been kept as involuntary muscles, so that even if so that they don't need to depend on us, okay, to work properly. They work by themselves. Even when you're sleeping, they will do their work. That's why involuntary muscles, such as all our internal organs, stomach, lungs, or heart, kidneys, they are all made up of involuntary muscles. uh, and the skin. Now, do you know that the skin is the largest organ in our body? Yes, because it covers our body from head to toe. So it is the largest organ in our body, and the skin covers our body, so it protects the muscles, bones, and all the organs inside our body. Okay, and there are some ways in which we can take care of our body. eating a healthy diet, doing regular exercises, okay, then drinking milk, eating lots of fruits and vegetables, eating less junk food. These are all things which will help to keep our bones, joints, muscles, skin, everything healthy and working in proper condition. Okay.